Okay, another challenging 2-minute workout for you. Today we're bringing a little bit more cardio than normal. We're going to be doing some close stance squats, followed by some seal jacks, followed by a little bit of upper body and core with some walking planks. Watch and learn. Exercise number 1, we're squatting, but with the feet a little bit closer than normal. And we're just sitting in as low as we can, but still trying to avoid those knees touching together at the bottom of the squat. So nice quick repetitions, sitting in nice and deep, trying to keep those knees in line and not letting them touch. This is exercise number 1. We should start feeling it burning through those quad muscles if not already. If not, going a little bit lower and move just a little bit faster. That's exercise 1. Number 2, the cardio element. We're going to go hands in, hands out, legs in. Easy. So we coordinate arms and legs. Seal jacks. Similar to a jumping jack, we bring arms over the head. We're getting a little bit more work for the chest muscles as we work through this one. 20 seconds, nice and easy. We then take it down into a walking plank. Again on this one, posture is key. Try not to let the hip rock too much. And alternating arms as you push up. Those 20 seconds go pretty quick, so try and get in as many as you can in the time. Let's go for it. So round 2, as always, into the second minute. We know the exercises now. We should be able to perform them a little bit quicker and with a little bit more conviction. We're there. That's it, let's push. So wider arms now, wider legs. Last few seconds on this round. Always keep the abs braced. Always breathe deep. Very good. Back into those planks, last one. And we're there. So it should have been a continuous 2 minutes with no rest. And if you're doing it right, it shouldn't be easy. As many as you can. So exercise number 1, a traditional squat, but we're doing it with some speed and a little bit of power as well. So this is what I'm looking for. Nice quick squats, in and out, up and down. Up onto the tiptoes as you come out of the squat, sinking in nice and deep. 20 seconds of work, and try and get down nice and low, as many reps as you can. So this one should quite quickly get the heart rate up. You should feel a bit of a burn on those legs as well. Once we've hit the time, we're going to go down into a press up. You can do this on the feet or on the knees. And all we're doing is trying to leave the floor with the hands as we press. All right, it's going to be a tough one to do, 2 rounds for 20 seconds. But if you can, on the feet, it's going to be that bit harder. So once we've hit the time, we're going to stay down there and we're going to go into some mountain climbers. Alternate legs, trying to get the knee up nice and high. 20 seconds. Then we're back up to the feet for those squats. Alright, that's the timer. Let's go for it. So remember, tiptoes. Feet leave the floor. It's only 20. Those quick. Okay, so second round. Try these on the feet to start. It's soon going to get tough. When it does, just take it down. And just make sure the hands leave the floor. Shoulders, chest, triceps. We finish with mountain climbers. Last one. No rest in between, as you can see. If you're doing it right, it should be starting to hurt. Let's push all the way to the end. Watch and learn. We're going to start off with a single leg burpee. So for this one, it's just going to be a tuck in, tuck out, and a jump up. A little bit of balance involved. Try and just to stay on that leg. So it's only 15 seconds. Once you've done your 15 seconds there, we're going to stay on this leg. Try and remain balanced. Just a little single leg squat. That's all we need. Little dip, but overloading the right leg to start. 15 seconds only. If you lose your balance, don't worry. Just reset and go again. Once you've hit your 15 seconds, we're still working the right leg. We're doing a forward lunge. 15 seconds. So pushing off that right leg for 15. Looking good. And then to finish, last bit of overload, it's a backward step. Little transition, but it's still the right leg that's doing the movement. 15 seconds, and we do it all again on that left side. We're close. Single leg burpees, left. So as always, when we do the single leg work, it's a good way to work your balance, but also you'll soon see which is your stronger or your weaker side and which leg you need to work on a little more. So I can already feel a little bit more shaky on the left, a little less balance, and just burning a little more than the right. Forward lunges. Again, on the left side, that's all this moving. Coming into the last bit, last 15. Again, a non-stop round, overloading those legs. Last few reps, squeeze one more. There it is. So we start off in the plank position, and as I said, it's a single leg. So the aim is just to hold a nice straight plank, abs braced, 1 foot off the floor, nice and easy, just hold. Once you hit that 15-second mark, all we do is change legs, trying not to let those hips touch the floor. 15 seconds here. We're close. So once you hit the second 15 seconds, it's press ups. You can do these on the knees, if you can't quite do a full press up, or on the feet. But the aim is to hit 15 seconds as soon as possible, minimizing the rest time as you transition. Once you're there, you go straight down. It's a back extension. Lifting up nice and high, still breathing. So you'll start to feel on this one, we've worked a little bit of everything in those 4 exercises. We've worked the glutes, abs, back, chest and shoulders. Nice full body in 2 minutes only. No rest. Let's see what you can do. Change. See it, come on, deep breaths. We're on our way. So you really got to squeeze now, keep it tight to the end. Press ups. As I said, feet or knees, just continuous repetitions. Come on, we're close. Squeeze one more. Straighten on the back. Keep it there till the timer. Non-stop. So it's going to be one in this position and then one in this position. One normal followed by one jump. One normal, followed by one jump. And we're going to continue this for 20 seconds. That's it. So we're starting off nice and easy. It is going to get harder. Remember, it's continuous work for 2 minutes. From there, we're going to go down onto the mat. We're going to go into a dip position. And we're just lifting through the triceps. Just let your bum touch the floor before you lift up. Nice and easy one here. It's only round one. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can take those legs further away. But do pace yourself. Remember, non-stop. No rest. 2 minutes. From there, we go straight legs. Touch the floor, over the toes. Slow and controlled on the way back. That's the aim. Touch, touch, slowly lower. So we're hitting the abdominals on this one. Also getting a little bit of work for the back. But the main aim, as always, is to keep it controlled. So that's round one. Second round, we know the exercises now. Let's go through a little bit quicker. It's only 20 seconds of work with no rest. So we're trying to really put it in as much as we can. From there, straight into those dips. Let's try the straight legs this time. Keep breathing, really driving by pushing the elbows out and back. Most important thing on this one is that we're not moving the hip, we're not extending here. We're trying to let all the work come from the triceps by bending the elbows. Then straight into the last, again 20 seconds, but remember keeping it controlled on the way back, touching the floor and lifting. Excellent, looking good, we're nearly there. Last few seconds, we can squeeze one more. Exercise number one, you're going to be down onto the mat on your back, arms just at the side, and all we're trying to do here is lift the legs from straight up to the hips, and then just put in a little kick up in the air. All right? The lower you go on this one, the harder it is, but the focus on this is really the high kick. So I don't mind if you bend the knees a little at the bottom, and you really extend as you kick up. As I said, you can make this one harder by just lowering those legs each time, but this is the focus, really kicking up nice and high. So once you've hit your 20 seconds, you're going to go straight onto your front press up position as quickly as possible and perform as many press ups as you can in 20 seconds. Start off on the feet. If you can, do them on the feet, but if not, no worries at all. You just drop it down onto the knees and continue to press. As I mentioned, the aim is just to get in as many reps as you can. 20-second time is there. And then it's arms and legs off the floor. So you'll sometimes see me perform this one with feet on the floor, arms at the side. This variation is going to put a little bit more work through the lower back, but do take it nice and controlled on the way up, lifting the chest at the same time that you lift the legs as well. Alright, so that is it. Round one, we go straight into round two. And now that we know those exercises, let's really try and push on a little bit more. Kick up a little bit higher and get in a few more repetitions in that 20-second round. We're close. Press ups, straight in, no rest. So on your press ups as well, really be cautious and conscious of your posture. Nice straight back, nice big press up. Maintaining that posture. And then to finish again, arms and legs combined on this one. And again, second round, you should be lifting a little bit higher because we know what we're doing, and squeezing in a few extra repetitions. So you're going to sit on the floor in a crab position. This is here, bum off the floor. All you're going to do, straight leg, touch, back down to the floor, touch, alternate. So this is how it should look. Make sure you meet in the middle. We're going to be working here 30 seconds. So trying to get the leg nice and high. The higher we go, the harder it is. Keep the balance. Make sure hips off the floor the whole time. This one's tough, bit of coordination as well going on here. Once you hit your time, sit it down, cycle it out. So on this one, control is the key. Trying to get the leg straight as we pull the other leg in, nice and close to the body. Just supporting the body on the elbows, still breathing, staying up nice and tall. Just feel the abs and those thighs working. First minute's coming in, we're close. Once we hit a minute, we're back up into the crab. Meet in the middle, balance. Okay, so keep lifting. Breathe through this one. We're close. Time. Last 30. Let's really push it on this one now. As you know, second round is harder. Overload. Non-stop to the end though. We're close. Just about 10 seconds to go. Keep pushing it, come on. Time. Burner. 2 minutes of work. No rest in there. Non-stop. 2 minutes. You got it. We're going to start off in a squat position. We're going to hold a low squat position and we're just going to be doing just a little pulse up and down. So if you notice, my feet are just leaving the floor, like a little pogo hop. The aim is to maintain this for 20 seconds. All right, so staying down nice and low, trying to keep a nice flat back and just putting in little hops, but always coming back to that low squat position. All right, so I can already feel starting to get a little bit of burn on the front of the thighs. That's what we're aiming for, and we want to do this non-stop for 20 seconds. Once we hit our 20, no rest, we go straight into a pike position, and we're going to be doing a press up. Alright, and on this one you can go as low or as high as you feel manageable, but the aim is just to get in as low as possible, really working those shoulders, but also the chest. It's 20 seconds of work, and then we're going to take it down. So once you hit your 20 seconds, you're going to have a lay down onto the front, and we're going to just go into some swim kicks. Keeping the head down, straight legs, a little bit of work for the lower back and the glutes going on here. 20 seconds of work, non-stop is the aim. And once you've hit your 20, take it straight back up to the feet, into those little pulse squats, little pogo jumps in a squat position. So as you can see, my back is always nice and straight. Feet are just leaving the floor ever so slightly. You're always trying to maintain the squat. From there, again, pike, press ups. And on this second set, try to get in a little bit lower, so you're getting that head a little bit closer to the floor on each rep. Only 20 seconds. Once you've hit your 20, just lay it down and kick. Straight legs, kicking from the hip, not bending the knee. We're trying to keep it nice and quick, but also with control. It's good. Last few seconds and we're there. Oh, and there it is. We're going to go down onto the mat into a bridge position. Alright, so on the bridge, we're just lifting the hips up nice and high, really trying to get height from the hip, arms at the side. And all we're doing is just marching, alternate legs. So, this one looks easy, and it can be if you don't do it right. Remember, the aim is to always keep the hips up nice and high. As soon as those hips drop, the glutes aren't working so much. So squeeze the glutes, push them up, and the closer you get this thigh towards your chest on each step, the harder it is. So it's 30 seconds here. Once we've hit the 30, we can lay down, straight legs, up in the air, and we just alternate. One leg, and both arms go down, then we sit up. Other leg, both arms, and sit up. So it's always two arms, but it's only ever one leg at a time. So again, a few ways we can make this one harder. We hold, a little bit of time at the bottom, but also we sit up that little bit higher. That's going to make it harder for you. Yep. So it's 30 seconds there. Straight back up, high hips, squeeze, and we're marching. 30 seconds. And let's see if we can get that knee just a little bit closer to the chest now, but also keep those hips up nice and high throughout the movement. We are close. Coming in to the last few seconds on this one. So glutes should be working, hamstrings, and those quads, front of the thighs as well. Once we're there, legs go up, alternate legs as the arms work. So as you can see, it's going to be harder second time round to keep that leg straight, because that quad muscle is working overtime from the previous exercise. We're going to try our best to keep that leg nice and straight. We're going to be in a kneeling position, all right? Make sure the knees are under the hips, hands are under the shoulders. We're going to find our neutral position. This is the midpoint where there's not too much flexion or extension through the spine. And we're simply going to just lift one arm and the other leg, all right? So in this position, all I want you to do to start off with is touch, elbow to knee, and stretch. Touch, elbow to knee, and stretch. So we're going to perform this exercise here, this movement, for a continuous 30 seconds. And the aim is to get into a nice long position here, maintaining the balance, trying not to let the back rotate, and performing the exercise in a nice slow and controlled manner with tight abdominals. So if you notice here, I've been working on the right leg. We're going to keep the right leg off the floor, and we're going to go straight into a glute extension, followed by a hip abductor or fire hydrant, that one's known as. 1 and 2, and we're going to go straight into this one for 30 seconds. So a little bit of overload for the glute, but also the hamstring working on that right hand side. Squeeze the tummy in on this one, guys. Take it controlled, keep it slow. Once we hit the second 30 seconds, we go back into exercise 1, which is that bird dog exercise. Stretch, elbow to knee, stretch. So you'll feel a little bit of work through the shoulders as well, as the arm is taking a little bit of your weight. But we should feel this predominantly in the abdominals, also those pelvic muscles. So we're on the left leg now. We lift and we lift. 30 seconds on this last one. Alright, we're looking good. We are nearly there. Let's keep pushing it non-stop for those last few seconds. That's the one. For the first, we're in a bridge, hips up nice and high, squeeze the glutes. We're doing a single leg hamstring curl, okay? You can position your hands just at your sides, but we're going to be alternating legs. So really try and extend that leg, just sliding away, keeping the hips up and continuing to breathe. We're looking good. We're on our way, making sure the hips don't touch the floor on this one. That's the main thing. So the higher you keep those hips, the more it's going to work. That's your first 30. From there, just roll onto the front, head in the hands, little kicks. And again, the higher you go on this one, the more you're going to feel it. But as always, the aim is to keep the abs nice and tight and pace yourself to that 2-minute mark. There's no rest if possible. We're on our way, coming into the last few seconds on this one, and we're back onto the back. Round 1, straight back in. Second round's always harder. Let's go. Okay, so we should be feeling a bit of a burn in those glutes. If we're not, just push up a little higher, squeeze a little harder. Coming in to the last few seconds on this one. Lower back's working as well. Keep it nice and tight, keep it controlled. All the way into the last exercise. Let's go. Making sure on this one the knees don't bend. We're kicking from the hip, no bend at the knee. That's what works those muscles that we want to target. Last few. All the way to the end. Okay, so I'm now going to take you through a 5-minute cool down stretch routine, and we're going to work all the muscles in the body over the next 5 minutes. So we're going to start off with a calf stretch. Make sure both your feet are facing forwards, but we're also going to bring in the shoulders. So I want you to bring one arm across the body, pulling that arm into the chest as you push the heel down into the floor. You should feel this stretching out the calf muscle, but also the shoulders. We're going to hold that for approximately 20 seconds on this one. And then going to change it over to the other leg. And of course the other hand as well. So we're in this position here. As you can see that from 2 angles, this is what we're looking for. So throughout all the stretches, guys, really focus on your breathing. I want you to take nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just trying to lower the heart rate through all the stretches. We're then going to take it down onto the knees. And while you're kneeling, you're going to pop your hands just onto your lower back and you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades back together. Trying to get those elbows to touch. You should feel a nice stretch across the front of the chest on this one. So really pull those elbows back together and hold. Again, it's just 20 seconds there. Give it a little shake out and then just take it back. Sit back onto the heels with the arms out in front of you. Lower the head between the arms and just hold here. So this is a nice stretch for the glutes, for the lower back. And we're going to sit in there for a total of 20 seconds. And then we're going to take it up. We're going to take it all the way forwards. We're laying on the front now, and we're going to hold on just one of the shins. We can rest the head on the arm. We're just going to pull that leg back towards our lower back. But pushing the hips into the floor, you'll feel a little bit more stretch on the front of the thigh. And as always, nice deep breaths, and then we change. Excellent. Let's take it back into that back stretch again. Let's try and sit a little deeper into the stretch this time. So really sitting down onto the heels, stretching those arms a little further away from the body, and just pushing that chest down towards your thighs to increase the stretch. And as always, nice deep breaths. Excellent. Let's just take it forwards now. Just bringing the body forwards into this position here where you drop the hips to the floor, lift the chest up nice and high. You should feel this stretching through those abdominals. Nice stretch for the whole front of the body on this one. Just lifting the chin up, really trying to get length through the upper part of the spine. Excellent. Let's roll on to the back for the next one. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. So this is going to work the back of the thigh. We're going to position one hand above, one below the knee, keeping the leg as straight as possible. Just ease that leg back into the body. So a nice straight leg. Just trying to avoid too much bend at the knee. And just holding to that point of mild discomfort. Remember, the stretches shouldn't ever be super painful, but a little bit uncomfortable is normal. But it's just trying to strike that balance. So we're just holding the stretch to a point where it's just a little uncomfortable. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. Let's take it up onto the knees now. We're going to stretch out the arms, the triceps in the back. We're going to take one hand over the top of the shoulder, and using the other one, we're just going to apply a little pressure and just ease that back. And again, it's going to be about 20 seconds or so on this one, with deep breaths. And then we're going to change. Give it a little shake out in between, and then take it over the top. So you should feel this working through the back of the arm, also through the back here. If you want to increase the stretch, you can place one hand behind and you can pull back on the arm to increase the stretch, or just apply a little bit more pressure just to the back of the arm here, and you should feel that really working down this muscle. Again, just give it a nice little shake out. Take it up to the feet, and we're just going to let it hang. We're just going to stay in this position here, trying to keep those legs as straight as possible. If you can touch the toes, perfect. But if not, just hang down as low as you can, just letting everything hang loose. Feel that stretch in the back, and also the back of the legs. And we're going to slowly come up. And with deep breaths, we're just going to do a few shoulder rolls. Nice deep breaths. 10 seconds backwards, 10 forwards, breathing in, and breathing out. So we'll take it forwards, breathing in, and breathing out. Excellent. Give it a shake out, and then for the last one, deep breath in, still breathing in, up onto the tiptoes, and breathe it out as you come down. Shake it off. Let's go for one more of those. Deep breath in, still breathing in, up to the tiptoes, and breathe it out. Roll it back, shake it out, and there it is. A nice full body 5-minute stretch routine. Something you can do at the end of your workouts, or you can use those same stretches if you want to develop or maintain your flexibility. So as I always say, no time's no excuse. Make sure that you do your stretches, do your workouts, keep up the good work, and let me know how you do.